Alpha Kilo, parking runway heading, wind 0906, runway 36, clear takeoff.
9:58 this morning, this MD-87 aircraft was cleared for takeoff. Moments later, it was a fireball in a nearby field.
Oh, it was going to be the trip of a lifetime, and then, yeah, it came to a quick halt.
You're hearing from a passenger on board who doesn't want to be identified. The private plane, owned by Houston developer and Rodeo Houston director James Allen Kent, was on board with 18 other passengers and 3 crew members, Boston bound for the Astros game, when something went wrong.
Going down the runway, and all of a sudden they slammed on the brakes. Things were flying around, and when it finally came to a stop, they just told us to get out, and we unbuckled ourselves and ran because we thought it was going to explode. It was already on fire before we got out of it.
The plane slammed through a fence over a road, then crashed into trees and power poles before catching fire. Pilots to abort takeoff.
Or aborting the takeoff is accurate.
But as to what went wrong, here's what the passenger told us.
One pilot pulled up on it, whatever you call it, the steering wheel, and it wouldn't go up, so the other one did. This is what the pilots told me. It wouldn't go up, so they tried to stop, and there just wasn't enough runway left.
Aviation records show the plane was previously owned by Finnair, a commercial airline in Europe.
Parish 911-936, where's your emergency? My husband just called me and said an airplane hit him off of Interstate 12.
Well, there are a lot of things to worry about on the interstate, but as a driver, airplanes are probably not on your radar. Good evening, everyone. You know what? We're just going to roll with this. Our top story is obviously this plane crash that happened on the I-12 yesterday. Not a plane crash, really. It was an emergency landing, and fortunately, everyone walked away from it. The man driving on I-12 says he thought a semi-truck had slammed into him from behind, but it turns out it was the plane, and Jade Cunningham has more on that.
I was on my way home, and I was headed on Interstate 12 West. And it's like something hit me.
For Philip, who only wanted to use his first name, Thursday's chain of events was surreal.
When I looked to my left, all I could see was white. And then I slowed down and tried to get over to the shoulder. And I looked in my mirror and I seen an airplane. The first thing I did, call my wife. And it was like, don't be joking with me. And I said, serious. I just got hit by a plane.
Hingeborough Parish 911-936, where's your emergency? My husband just called me and said an airplane hit him off of Interstate 12 at the Albany Springfield exit. Is he hurt? I don't know, ma'am. He called me in a panic, and I'm trying to get to the interstate.
According to air traffic control, the aircraft lost oil pressure and the engine went out mid-flight.
Oh, my God.
The pilot notified authorities to say he wasn't going to make it to the Hammond Airport and needed to land.
He's going to put him down on the I-12 on the median.
Okay, we're getting reportings of aircraft crashed on the interstate into a vehicle.
The right wing of the plane hit right across the back of my tailgate. When it did, it rode it into the side of my truck and busted both of my windows. It took me a little while to get my bearings straight the way it happened. And it's something that, I know something don't happen like that every day.
Philip wasn't seriously hurt, though his truck certainly took a beating. The 3 people inside the aircraft also are believed to be okay.
It's amazing. You don't see a story and you come out of it that lucky. When I woke up, it was like, I thank the good Lord that we all still here, me and the guys in the plane.
And as authorities now investigate what caused the plane to go down, Philip says this will always be one drive home he'll never forget. Jay Cunningham, Eyewitness News.